Hey, hi guys. Good evening. Okay, guys. I hope some of you had lunch, some of you did not. Let's put up some energy and start our one of the main topics, that is NumPy. So today we will be starting NumPy. Okay. Let me share my screen quickly. Hi. Good evening, guys. Hello. Okay, I'm sharing my notebook. Okay, guys. Please let me know if you see my notebook. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Please let me know if you see my notebook. Type V for visible. Okay, great. It's gone or it's still there? Okay. Team, can you please check? I'm sharing my screen. Yeah. Okay. Now I think it's visible. Great. Okay. Cool. Cool. It came right. It's now visible. Okay. Okay. So guys, today our topic is NumPy. Okay. And it's actually I have written day one, but it's technically day two, but day one of machine learning. Okay. Main concepts of machine learning. So I have zoomed my screen so that the text is visible to you. All right. So basically, as we discussed in yesterday's session, we have some of the main important concepts in Python or main core libraries, and NumPy is one of them. Okay. NumPy is basically used for mathematical computations. All right. Now, if you see the first point, NumPy stands for numerical Python. Okay. Now NumPy is basically one of the foundational packages in Python that is used for data science and machine learning. Okay. How many of you know what lists are? Type Y for yes if you know what lists are in Python. If you have studied list, I hope many of you know what lists are, right? Okay. Okay, I'm getting yes. All right. Now if we had list, then what was the necessity of having what was the necessity of having NumPy? Okay, someone is saying you did not told pandas. Yeah, pandas basically we will cover tomorrow. Today is the day for NumPy. Whole day is for dedicated to NumPy. All right. Now, uh, yeah, yeah, yes, correct. Some of you are saying lists are why lists are immutable. Lists are mutable. Guys, mutable means the one that you can change, and immutable means the one that you cannot change. All right, keep this in mind. This is one of the most important interview question. Okay. So lists are mutable, tuples are immutable. All right. Now numpy arrays are also mutable. Yeah, some of you are saying lists are slow and numpy are fast. That's correct. Now why this is the scene? Okay. Numpy basically they are fast array orient. They can perform fast array oriented arithmetic operations. Okay. Whatever operations, mathematical operations you tell them to do, they can do within a little bit of time. All right. Now they are fast mathematical operations without you can perform fast mathematical operations without writing loops. In case of list or in case of any data structure, you need to write loops, right? For example, if you want to, let's say, multiply each element in the list by some number or do any mathematical operation, you need to write a loop in which you will have to traverse through list, right? But um, uh, in numpy actually you don't have to write loops in some operations. Numpy basically itself takes care of everything. Now why numpy is fast? Because numpy is completely written in C language. All right. Numpy is written in C language, and C language is way more faster as compared to Python. All right. Now in data science, NumPy and Pandas, if you combine the power of both of them, these two make a really powerful set. So combining NumPy and Pandas, you get a really powerful set. If you leverage the power of all these, both of these libraries, you are good to go. All right. So that's the theory about Python. Now let's skip to the practical implementation. All right. Yeah. Okay. Guys, I'm parallelly taking a look at your chats also. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We will not miss your questions. All right. So now to import, first of all, to install NumPy, you can simply say pip install NumPy. Okay, that is the package. Now if you already have Jupyter Notebook or Anaconda installed, then you will have this package already installed. Okay, but if you are installing Jupyter or any other environment or ID or Python separately, then you will have to install NumPy. Okay, so it's basically pip install NumPy. If I run that, it will say that NumPy is already installed because I already have NumPy installed in my machine. Okay, it says requirement already satisfied. All right, now let's import NumPy. I hope my screen is visible. I have zoomed it to maximum level. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. Okay. All right, so to import NumPy, we will say import NumPy as np. Okay, you can write import NumPy at LetsUpgrade, anything. This is just a nickname that you provide to the library. All right, we are importing NumPy. Now I want to see what version I am using for NumPy. So for that, we will write np, that is your nickname, dot underscore underscore version underscore underscore. So I am using version 1.18.1. Okay. We need to install every time. No, no, no. Mansi, once you install NumPy, it stays forever in your machine. You don't have to install it every time. Okay. No need to worry about that. Just install it one time and you're good to go. All right. Okay, Kajal is asking what software we have to use for machine learning. Guys, you can use any software. Basically, software or in sense, they are generally called IDEs or integrated development environment. You can use any of them. But my personal favorites are Jupyter, Spider, and Visual Studio Code. I'm in love with Jupyter Notebook, so I love them. And second choice, if given, I will prefer Visual Studio Code. But you can use any of them. You have PyCharm also. All right, but in my scene, whatever I have noticed, PyCharm is a little bit heavy. Okay. All right, let's start with our first NumPy array. So to create an array, don't worry about the function that I am using. Just see how we are creating an array. Let's say I want to create an array for 10 digits. I will simply say np.arange 10. Okay, so it will create a NumPy array from 0 up till 9. Got it? So here you created your first array. Now we will actually take a look how fast are lists and how fast are arrays. Why arrays are used in most of the scenarios of deep learning or any other technique rather than list. We will take a look at it now. Okay, let's say I'm creating an array np.arange. Arange is basically whatever number you give it, give inside the parameter, you will get that much array. Okay, let's say I'm using 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, 6 zeros, and I'm creating a list also. Let's say lst equals to I am creating a list. Okay, and it's also the same number. All right, now I have one array and one list. Okay, both contain exactly the same number. Okay, same. Yeah, Sakib is asking, Spider and VS Code were the same. Yeah, basically they are just the IDs. Okay, you get to leverage the, see, in earlier times people use Notepad plus plus or simple notepads, or directly they used to write into compile, that ID specifically, like Turbo C plus plus and all these things, right? But nowadays we have the power of using IDs. So IDs basically makes our work easy. They give the feature of auto completion and all this stuff. That's why we use ID. You can use any of them. All right. Okay. Let's come back again. Okay, I have created array analyst. Now my task is multiply each element by 5. So I have these whatever this 1 and 6 zeros. I want to multiply each of the element with 5. Okay, so let's say if you have 0 1 2 3, so your result will be 0 5 10 15 and so on. Okay, and I want to do this multiplication 5 times. All right, so let's say I write a loop. So let's say for underscore in range, I want to do it 5 times. All right, and I say my array, I create a new array equals to arr into 5. Okay, I'm multiplying this array by 5 and storing it in a new array. All right, and let's write a new for loop for doing the same thing in list. Okay, so the same technique, and I will create a new list equals to, I will say multiply each element by 5 for x in your list. Okay, now we will take a look at the time. All right, Ashwini, what is showing error? Where are you getting error? Okay, so here a syntax I am not able to understand. Acha, see, this is basic Python. Okay, we will not go into depth. So I will just tell you overview what we are doing. We are simply writing a for loop that will run for 5 times. Okay, and we will multiply each of the element of the array by 5. Okay, and so basically, whenever you are dealing with a numpy array, when you perform any mathematical computation, as I said, right? As I said, see, look at this part. It array uses the fast mathematical operations without writing loops. So if you want to multiply it by 5, you don't have to write loops. All right, you don't have to write loops. You can directly say into 5. It will multiply each element of the array by 5. While on the other side, for list, you don't have this facility, you don't have this feature, right? So you have to write for loop, and this for loop will iterate or traverse through each of the element, and it will multiply your each of the element of the list by 5. Got it? Okay, Alicia is asking, we need to install NumPy in Google Colab. Yeah, first you need to check if it's there, then it's fine. If you don't, if it shows that no module found error, then you have to install. All right. Okay. Okay, Varun, I hope you understood the syntax, right? Okay, do we need to install NumPy in Google Colab? Yeah, Alicia answered your question. Okay, how array and list differ? See, arrays are basically okay, that's main. Okay, that's one of the important question. How arrays and lists differ? Okay, so if I want to create a list can contain a number, it can contain a string. Okay, let's write my name, and it can contain a boolean values also. So it is a homogeneous mixture. Sorry, it's a hetero what's it's called, yeah, it's a heterogeneous mixture. All right, heterogeneous means you have all the type of elements, you have number, you have string, you have boolean in list. While in the case of array, you can only have a single type of element. If you are using number, then you should have all the numbers. Thus array numpy arrays are homogeneous in nature, while lists are heterogeneous in nature. All right. Okay, guys, you will get this notebook. Don't worry. Yeah, you will get this notebook. Don't worry, you will have it. Okay. Okay. So I hope you understood, right? So if we talk about array, if you see here, we can create an array that contains only same data type elements. Okay. You cannot say that you have 1 2 3 and then you can say Shivam and let's upgrade and all this. Okay, you cannot do that in array. That is the difference. Second difference is lists are slow as compared to numpy array. Why? Because numpy arrays are the code is basically created in C language. Okay, that answers your question, I hope. All right, quickly now, let's take a look at the performance of each of them. List versus array. Ready? Ready to start the race? All right. Okay. Diksha, is there any issues? Acha, okay, okay. How to identify data type for numpy array? Harsh, we will take a look at it. Don't worry, we will take a look at it. Everything is covered here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can use time it module also, or simply in Jupyter notebook you can directly write percentage time. Let's start with array 1 2 3 and go. All right. So this whole computation in array took just 11.6 milliseconds. Okay, just 11.6 milliseconds. Now let's start the race with list. If we start, it took 564 milliseconds. Just take a look at the difference, guys. All right, if we say 564 divided by 11.6, then numpy arrays were around 48 to 50% faster than list. Got it now? Which one is fast and which one is slow? They don't have any advantage or disadvantage. Everything is used for its own purpose. All right. Okay. Now I hope you got this point. Now let's generate a random array. Okay. So I'm creating. I hope it's clear whatever I told you. All right. Let's create a new array. Let's name it data equals to np dot random. Okay, so you saw a range. If you pass anything inside a range, you will get a number. You will get an array until up till that number or that limit. Okay, here I wrote. Let's say if I say here 10, then I will get 0 up till n minus 1. Okay, now if I'm using random np dot random, then it has rand n, that is random numbers. Okay, and I will say 2 comma 3. If I write that and if I print data, this is basically nothing but you are passing dimensions to your matrix. Okay, you are creating an array. All right, so it's a 2 cross 3 matrix. Got it? Okay, if you, okay, let's say if you write here the same thing here, then you will get a random array with random elements, right? You wrote 2, so you got 2 random numbers. If you write here random dot random 10, you will get 10 different random numbers. Okay, understood the difference between random and arrange? All right. Okay, now if we pass 2 comma 3, you will get a 2 comma 3, that is 2 cross 3 matrix. Okay, you will get a 2 cross 3 matrix. Okay, now some of you was asking how to check the data type. Okay, how to check the shape of the array, how to check the dimensions of the array. All right, let's come to that part. I will say data dot shape. If you want to see what is the dimension of my data, okay, I will say data dot shape. So it will say 2 rows and 3 columns, that is 2 cross 3 matrix. All right, yeah, random is a class and random is a method of it. That's correct. Okay, now if I say data dot ndim basically stands for dimension, so it's a 2-dimensional data. All right, and now comes your question, how to check the data type. So data dot d types. Sorry, I made a mistake. It's data dot d type. All right, so the data type of this array is float 64. Got it? And we also had this ARR, right? So let's check. ARR consisted of the integer data. So the data type is integer 32. All right. So this data has float data. So data type is float, and this array has all the integers. So you are getting the data type as int, that is integer. All right. That covers your basics, like how to see the shape, data type, and all these things. Now let's see how to perform the mathematical operations with array. Okay, can we have integer random numbers? Okay, yeah, there is something there, or I will tell you one more technique. Okay, I will tell you one more technique using which you can pass the random numbers. Just wait for it, we will cover it. All right. Okay, now let's start with mathematical operations with array. Okay, so let's say we have the data, okay, with us, that is this one, and now I want to multiply each of the element with 10. Okay, if it was a list, you would have written a for loop, but it's an array, so you can simply write data into 10, and if you see the result, each of the element is multiplied by 10. Got it? Okay, Harsh is asking how to use shape for 2D array. It's normal, right? I mean, function is the same. Shape will remain as it is. Function is same. So if you say data dot shape, you will get the shape, right? Okay. And if you see here, it's a 2-dimensional array, and dimensions can be found by data dot ndim. Shape can be found by shape. All right. Okay. Now second mathematical operation is, I am saying data minus data. Okay, so you are getting zeros because we are doing data minus data, that's why. On the other hand, if I say data plus data, then each of the element of this array will be added to each of the element of the second array. Okay, so these are some mathematical operations in Python, okay, in NumPy array. Okay, now let's move towards a new topic. Okay, I hope you understood, right? I hope you understood. Like in case of list, you have to use loops, but in case of array, it takes everything. I mean, it takes care of loops, right? Now, what if you have a list? Okay, let's say you have a list one equals to you have a list of, let's say, 5 4 3 2 1. Okay, now if you want to convert this list to array, it's very simple. You can simply say array1 equals to np dot array. All right, np dot array, and you can pass your list. Okay, and if we print the list, if you print this array, you can see that it's converted into your array, right? Your list is now converted into numpy array. Got it? If you want to check the dimension of that, you can say array1 dot ndim. It's one dimensional array. All right, if you want to check the shape, then you can say shape. All right, it's saying 5, right? Because it has five observations. That's why it does not have any column, so it's nothing. Okay, now what if you want to create a two-dimensional array using a list? Okay, so let's create another list. List2 equals to, okay, so I will create two lists within a list. Okay, so I will say 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma, this is my one list, and second list will be 4 comma 5 comma 7, sorry 6. All right, this is my list. And now if I say array2 dot, sorry, array2 equals to np dot array, and I will pass this list 2 here and print this array2, you will see that now I got this two-dimensional array. If you want to check the shape, okay, you will see the shape, that is 2 cross 3. All right, if you want to check the dimensions, you will say n dimensions, that is two-dimensional data. All right, I hope you understood. Okay, guys, any questions till now? No, right? Okay, if you input as different data type like name, number in list and convert it into array, what would be its output? Output will be an error. All right, because array cannot contain the heterogeneous data types. Okay, this is the answer to Prakash. All right, okay, Harsh is asking, how do you check for an empty array? Okay, so empty array is basically, we will take a look at it. It's basically how to check the null, how to check if the array is null or not. Okay, okay, it's clear, right? Okay, now let's say if you want to create the arrays that is of zeros, okay, all the numbers have zeros, or if you want to create an empty array, then we will see. See, Harsh, answer to your question, empty array is basically known as, like, if you have any of the elements, all the elements are zero, then also you can consider it as empty. But if your array does not have anything, if it's null, then it's called null. Okay, empty and null is different. All right, we will take a look at it. Don't worry. Okay, Mansi is asking, is list elements are inside elements inside square brackets? Yeah, list elements are inside square bracket. Okay, and array elements are basically, if you see here, okay, let me show you. Yeah, if you see here, okay, so this list is basically wrapped inside this array. All right. Lists are always enclosed within square brackets. Dictionaries are always enclosed. Dictionaries and sets are always enclosed within curly brackets, and tuples are always enclosed within round brackets. All right. Yeah. Yes. Okay, Varun, you are right. Okay. Okay. Now let's create some zero arrays. All right. So I will say np dot zeros, and I want to create 10 elements, that is 0 to 9. Okay, so this is how you can create an array that contains all the numbers as 0. If you want to create a two-dimensional zeros, then you will say zeros, and here you will pass 2 comma, let's say I want to create 2 comma 4 2 by 4 matrix. All right, so this is your 2 by 4 matrix. If you see the shape of it, you will get 2 cross 4. If you see the dimension, you will get 2 dimension. All right, now okay, let's move towards the data types. Okay, now some of you are asking that how to see the data types, that we already checked. Now the thing is, in Python, or if you consider about lists or anything, you can see that we have something called typecasting. All right, that means if you have some data, you can typecast it to any other data type. So the same functionality is also available inside NumPy. All right. Okay, someone is asking, okay, Kas Oju is asking, can arrays be formed with dictionaries? Dictionaries contains a key value pair, right? So you can't. All right, you can't. All right, understood, right? Dictionaries contains key value pair. That means if you consider a dictionary, you have a key and you have a value that is associated with a key. So you will not be able to form an array. Okay, I don't know if in the community someone has created any library or not, but normally you can't. Using your normal functions, you cannot. Right? Reason is simple, because a dictionary can contain the key and value pair. That is the reason. All right. Okay, now let's say I'm creating an array1 equals to np dot array. Okay, I'm creating an array from a list, and guys, focus here. I'm writing 1 comma 2 comma 3. What is the data type? What will be the data type of this array if I run that? What will be the data type of this? It will be integer array, right? All right, correct, integer, right? Yes, but what if I want to forcefully make it a float? So for that thing, you will type d type equals to np dot float 64. Okay, and if you run that, and if you check the data type of this array1, you'll see it is float 64. So you can forcefully make it to some another data type. All right. Okay, now, okay, what is left here now? This is done. Yep. Okay, similar is the case with integer also. If you write here np.int, then it will convert the whatever array you have into integer format. All right. Now there is a technique called typecasting. So let's say if you have a data, let's say in float. Okay, let's understand using example. Let's say I have array and np.array, sorry, np.array, and I'm passing a list 4 5. Okay, 4 5, and if I check dot d type, it is integer. All right, now I will construct an array. Okay, so it will be arr1. I want to typecast it to float. I want to use this array1, typecast it to float, and I want to store the result inside this float array1. So there is a function, remember, there is a function called as type. Guys, don't forget this as type function. Whenever you have to deal with the typecasting, always as type will be used. If you say pandas, in pandas also you have the same function dot as type. Okay, as type is used for typecasting in NumPy and pandas. All right, and I want to typecast it to float. So I will say float 64. Okay, I will say float array1, float underscore array1 dot d type. Okay, now it became float. So it typecasted this array1 from integer to float. All right, now this is some interesting feature. Okay, now you have an array, let's say float underscore arr equals to np dot array. Okay, and you have let's say 0.14 comma 2.45 comma 66 comma 1.12. Okay, you have this float array. All right, data type will be float for this array. So let's say float underscore array dot d type. It is saying float 64. All right. Okay, let me check my chats. Okay. Yep. Okay, float 64. Now what I will do, I will say int underscore array. I want to create an integer array. Okay, that is np dot array. I have this another array that is 1 comma 2 comma 3, and if I check this data type of this array, it is integer. All right, I have two arrays, float array and I have integer array. Now what I will do, I want to pass on the data type of this array to my integer array. So I want to pass this float data type to this array using my float array. All right. Okay, yes, Mansi is asking, can we typecast from float to int? Yes, you can. Varun is saying explicitly we need to do. Yes, that's correct. Explicitly we have to do. Okay. Any other questions? I hope not. Yep. Okay, Varun is asking, before learning machine learning, do we need to learn Python first? Yes, obviously. I mean, everything in machine, see, you have two options. Either you can use Python or Java. That's your choice. But if you are dealing with Python, then you have to learn first Python and then machine learning. So before learning machine learning, you need to learn any of this language first. All right. Python is highly used because Python has a lot I mean, Python's community is increasing day by day, and you have almost the solution of each and every issue. And each and every day a lot of new modules are being created by the community for Python. Okay, scikit was also part of a project, right? Scikit learn that we will use for machine learning modeling, that was also part of a project. Okay, all right, so conclusion is you have to learn Python. Is more reliable to use Python? Yes, correct, right? Okay, .NET is not supported. Varun, no idea about .NET actually. I haven't heard doing ML using .NET. Need to search. Frankly, I don't have an idea. Yes, R can be also used. R is also used. That's right. R, Python, Java you can use. See, R is mostly inclined towards statistical analysis part. Okay, obviously you can do, but if you say in if you are a statistician, then R is the most powerful language. Okay, and if you are a data scientist or machine learning engineer, then Python is the most powerful language. All right. uh, okay, 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 let's move ahead. Okay, so now I want to pass on this data type to my integer array. So what I will do, I will simply say integer array, and typecasting is always done by as type, right? So as type, and I will say this, I will name this float array dot d type. So what I am doing, I am passing this the data type of this float array to the integer array. All right, now if I run that, so if you see the numbers became 1 dot 2 dot 3 dot. Okay, that means it is now converted into float. Okay, someone is asking, are programming versus stats models? Okay, see, stats model is a library inside Python. Okay, and R is basically, R has a lot more
Hello,
power instead. Yeah, hi.
hello,
Hello.
hello. Sir, sorry for interruption. Now Rohan
Yeah,
will come
no
for
issues.
pitch. Yeah, yeah.
Sure, sure. Okay, I'm stopping my screen share.
Yes, sir.
All right. Sir, you can turn on your camera, of course. Yeah. And
Acha.
guys, sorry for the background. Some shifting is going on in the back end. So, yeah, this is the scenario. So, please ignore my background for today. All right. So, my name is Rohan. I'm the academic associate. And today I have a great news for you because today we'll be announcing a winner who will get an Amazon gift voucher. All right. So, before that, we'll be seeing the video and then we'll announce. All right. Varuna, sorry, Vedi, can we play the video now?
Hey, hi guys, this is Sai Kiran from LetsUpgrade, and I'm here today to congratulate you all guys for completing or like for pursuing our Essentials program in various fields what we do. And I want to tell that yes, this is amazing program what you're doing. But if you want to continue this learning and want to take your career to next level with a one-on-one personal mentorship, what we are not providing in Essentials, and also build real-time projects, then join our 6 months PGP full stack program in data science or AI/ML or web development in MERN stack or Python Django. That's it. Bye bye.
All right then. So now I'll be sharing my screen just to be transparent with you guys that today's winner will be totally based upon the randomizer. All right. So we have a code which contains your attendance as per yesterday, and we'll be choosing winner. All right. So wait, let me just share my screen. All right. I hope my screen is visible now. Vedi, can you like give it access? All right. Sir, I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, Rohan, yeah, it's visible.
All right. So this is a code which contains your CML day one attendance, which contains the name. Let me just run it once again. All right. So uh, here is the moment when we'll be announcing a winner, and who will be getting the like coupon code has to DM us the full name, email address, and phone number. All right, and we'll be waiting for 30 seconds to announce a winner, and like the person who is winning it should text us a hi or something and give us an email address as well, so that we can verify it later. And if you are creating a fake idea or something after getting the name, so anyhow you won't be getting, because we'll be verifying it later on. All right. So that being said, let's see who's the winner. Dipshika Satsangi, are you there? So please help me out in this, all right? We'll need to find the person.
Yeah, sure.
Dipshika, if you're there, then send a hi or something on the chat. And please, guys, don't change your name and come, because anyhow we'll be interrupting. Yeah. All right, Nishant, I'll keep that in mind. But I don't have this in my control. I'm just doing the thing, the segment. So sorry for the interruption, but we have to go. All right. Yes, Srijas, she's not there. So guys, what do we do? Shall we run it again?
Dipshika has not answered yet.
Yeah. All right then. Sorry, Dipshika, if you text us after this, we won't be giving you, because we are changing the winner right now. Sorry if I butcher your name, but Dharni Shri. It's a very difficult name to pronounce. Dharni Shri. Hmm. Dharni Shri. Oh, all right. Are you there? Dharni Shri. As there is a delay between us, basically what we are streaming and what you're seeing, so we are communicating in that manner. Dharni Shri, I don't think so. You are there. So, sir, what do we do now?
Uh,
Run
one
it
more
again.
chance then.
All right. So students, no, he is not there too. You can check it
Yeah.
by at the name of the winner. Oh, all right. So we'll be running it again. All right. Guru Sai Kumar, are you there? Guru Sai Kumar. Yeah, if you are there, please let us know, because the session has to continue, or else what was his name? Nishant will scold me once again that please don't interrupt. Just kidding. Huh? Please continue the class. We don't want vouchers. All right, I'll keep that in mind. See, guys, it takes around 5 to 10 minutes, so please don't mind. All right, I'm running it again. Yogita Chavan, are you there? Guys, whoever is winning it, please let us know as soon as possible. Yogita Chavan, are you there? See, people are waiting for you to text hi. Arey, arey.
She has not
Yes,
typed
Giriraj,
anything.
I know I am about to run it again, but we need to wait for some while, right? Because if the person DMs us hi, what will we do? Hmm. But it is getting delayed. No, I guess run it again. All right, all right. I'm doing it again. Arvind S, are you there? Arvind S. Arvind Suresh Kumar. Yeah, Insha, I know. This happens because there is a lot of people now in the attendance, and whoever is active has to respond. So, yeah, that's the thing. All right, we'll see. Subhansh Jain, तुम्हारा नाम कभी नहीं आता. I know, but what can I do in it? Okay, this is a difficult name, sir. Can you pronounce it? Pedabudhi Chhatrapati. Wow, what a name. Mod, please send the links whichever is related.
This guy was present yesterday. Not don't know if he's present today.
Okay, I'm running it again by that time. Sethuram M, are you there? Yeah, Sethuram, are you there? See, everyone is waiting for the session. Students, if you are getting annoyed, please wait. Rohan, zoom the window. All right, give me a second. Hmm. Ah, Seth, no, he's not. I know he's not. Lota Namni, are you there? Hmm. What is happening today? Why isn't the winner in the chat? All right, I won't be waiting. Lota, if you text us right away, it's like I can't help it. We are running it again. Sohan Gavandi, are you there? Yeah, Sharad, I totally understand.
Srijesh is saying, "Give me the
I
final
know,
score."
I know. See, if that was the thing, if it was in my hand, of course I would have given somebody. I feel like yes, yeah, I feel like waste of time. Sorry for that. Yeah, I know, guys. Rituparna Sinha, are you there? Huh. Rituparna Sinha is there. Oh, great.
Yeah, finally.
Finally. Congratulations and congratulations to us as well. Students, please celebrate this. We got our winner. Finally. Do one thing. Moderator, please send the Instagram handle. What do we have to? And first of all, do one thing. You give us your full name, your phone number, and your email address. All right, so that we can give you the voucher. And make sure you share it on your story so that everyone gets to know about this, and even they will get a chance to win in the coming days if they join our essentials. Everyone is celebrating that finally the class will continue. I know even I am happy about it. So yeah, congratulations. Just let us know. All right. Bye then. Everyone, take care. And sir, you may continue now. I'll be
Yeah,
stopping
sure.
my screen share. All right.
Okay, okay.
And thanks for the moment over here. And so you may
Yeah,
continue now.
no worries. Okay, thanks, Ron. Yeah, congratulations, winner. Okay, let's start. Let's start. I'm sharing my tab. Okay, guys, let me know once it is visible. Okay, okay, thank you, guys. Thanks. Okay, so we studied typecasting. Okay, now there is one more thing in array that is called. Acha, one of you was asking me. I think she was Mansi. Mansi was asking how can I convert? How can I generate a random integer numbers? Right? Is my question correct, Mansi? Okay, let me tell you. See, guys, NumPy has a lot of libraries. It has a, sorry, not library. It has a lot of functions inside it. Okay, and random is one of that class, and inside random you have a lot of functions. So if you press tab, just take a look inside just random, you have these many functions. Okay, now if you see here, we were using rand n, right? Rand n was for generating the random float numbers, right? Now if I want to generate integer numbers, I will simply say rand int, and I will say 20. If I run that, okay, I will get a number. All right, now similarly it also should have a function that can give you a list of random integers. I think it can be in random integers, I suppose. Let's see, let's try that. And one more thing, if you want to see what parameter that particular function takes, okay, and if you are using Jupyter, just click inside the parenthesis and press shift tab. Okay, press shift tab and you will see the whole description here. Whatever that particular function does, you will see a description here. All right, so let's say here we have an example. It takes something like one that is low, then second parameter is high. Okay, that here they are passing 6. Okay, let's try. So if I pass 6 and run that, okay, I'm getting one. Let's say 126. Okay, 1000. Acha. Okay, so if you see here, first parameter is your low, that is your starting point. So let's say I am passing 20 and I want the numbers between 20 to 150. Okay, so this is my range in which I want my random numbers. And the third part is how many numbers or elements you want in an array. Let's say if I say 10 and if I run that, I will get 10 random integers, okay, within that particular range. All right. Okay, I hope this answers your question, Mansi. Okay, okay. Let's move ahead. Next topic that we have is array comparisons. Now, array comparison is used most of the time when you are cleaning a data. That time also it's used. All right, during pandas. So let's say we have an array one equals. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's say I have an array one equals to np dot array. Okay, and I'm creating a list, let's say 3 comma 21 comma 5, and I have another array 2 equals to np dot array, and here I'm passing 1 comma 2 comma 3. All right, now if I run that, and if I want to check, if I want to compare each and every element from that array. All right, acha, let me complete it first. Array 1, if I say array 1 is array 1 greater than array 2, so you will get boolean values, because 3 is greater than 1, 21 is greater than 2, 5 is greater than 3. If I say here 1, if I run that, then first column you will get true, because 3 is greater than 1, 21 is greater than 2, that's why you have true, but 1 is not greater than 3, that's why you got false. All right. Okay. How can we generate random numbers in 2D array? Yes, if we see here, rand n. Okay, let me show it to you. if we say np dot random dot rand n and 2 comma 3 comma 2, I think I missed something. Okay, so if you see here, you created an array with 2 dimensions. All right, got it? If you say 2 comma 3, then this is also 2-dimensional array. All right, Ravi, I hope you got the point, right? Yeah, and okay, Abdullah is asking, sir, what is the shortcut for seeing the function details? Okay, here I am typing np dot. Okay, what you have to do, press and type np whatever your function is, then put a dot and press tab. Okay, now this depends on, it sometimes runs, it sometimes does not. Okay, so let's say I am passing random dot. Okay, so if you see here, you are getting the list. All right, got it, Abdullah? Okay, and I am repeating again. If I want to see the details, whatever parameters that particular function is taking, I will simply put my cursor inside this parenthesis and press shift tab. Okay, shift tab is basically, it will return you the whole documentation of that particular function. All right, and if you want to see the list of functions, you need to press tab. Got it? Random integers in 2D array. Yeah, you can do this thing, guys. I suggest you explore this function. Okay, that function is, what did we use? Yeah, this one, random integers. Let's see, let's take a look at the documentation. If I don't get it quickly, I will just tell you this tomorrow, because we have time constraint. Okay, see here, you have a parameter called size. All right, it is saying that if the given shape is m comma n comma k, then the samples are drawn. Okay, let's try. So if I say here tuple 2 comma 3, let's see if it works. Okay, it works. So you have a 2 cross 3 matrix. All right, and you have a range. You want all the random numbers between 20 to 150. Okay, and what should be the dimension? Dimension should be 2 cross 3. Okay, I hope, Akshita, I answered your question. All right, okay guys, okay, let's move ahead. Guys, 2 minutes break. If you want to take, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, because now we are starting with slicing and dicing. And from this part, the main, from this page, the main concept start. Okay, no worries, Akshita. I hope you have no doubts, right? If you have, please feel free to ask, or else should I continue? Okay, we have a lot to cover. Okay, okay, let's continue then. Okay, next topic is, we will start with basic slicing and dicing. Now, if you had a list, let's say if I have a list equals to 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5. If I want to slice it, if I want, let's say, this 1 and 2 only, then I will say lst. I hope you are familiar with that. I will put a square brackets and I will say starting till this index. So here I will say 2. All right, so I will get 1 comma 2. Okay, if I want the numbers 2 comma 3 comma 4, then I will simply say, okay, start with the first index. That means I will get 2, and I want 4 also. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will say 4. I will get this slice. Okay, so we will slice our arrays in the same manner as we slice our list. All right, so let's create an array. Array equals to, okay, let me create an array, np dot array, and comma 10 comma 11 comma 12. Okay, this is my array. Now if I say arr1 of 0, then I will get 1 because 1 is present at the 0th index. I hope you know that indexing in Python always starts with 0. All right. Now you guys tell me, if I say array of 0 colon 5, what numbers will I get? Anyone? Quickly. If I want to slice an array from 0 starting index and 5 as end index. Okay. Kasuju is saying 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Any other answers? Okay. Nishanti is saying 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. See, our data starts from 1, right? Now, if we say array 1 0 to 5, we will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Yes, correct. Okay. Some of you are wrong, some of you are correct. All right. I hope you understood. This is basically your n minus 1. So 0, index is 1, first index is 2, second index is 3, third index is 4, fourth index is 5, because this is generally n minus 1. All right. So you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now tell me, if I say array 1 and let's say 5 colon, any answers? If I write array 5 colon, so starting I will do from 5, and this means, what does this mean? What will I get? Numbers from, correct. Okay, 6 to end. That's correct. All right. So this is basic slicing in your NumPy array. Okay, correct. You're giving right. Okay. Some of you are wrong, but yeah, some of you are right. That's fine. Okay. Now guys, one thing. Now whatever I'm going to teach you now, that concept is called deep copy and shallow copy. Whenever you are going for an interview, this question will be 100% asked to you. Believe me. Okay, this is one of the most important concept in your complete Python, and that concept is called shallow copy and deep copy. How many of you know what is shallow copy and deep copy? If you know, then type Y. If you don't know, then type N. Okay, Omkar says yes. Okay, Shruti, no. Okay. So majority is no. All right. Now, if let's say I'm printing my array, so this is my array. All right. Now I'm taking a slice of my array. So let's say array underscore slice equals to arr and 3 colon 6. This is my slice. Let's print my slice. Array ay underscore slice. All right. So from this complete array, I am taking this as a slice, that is 3, 4, and 5. Guys, now just observe here what I am doing. I am doing array slice equals to, okay, let's say array slice equals to arr, okay, 3 colon 6. This part is fine, right? I have just taken a slice. But what if I say my this thing, okay, if I multiplied this by some number, or if I change this to some number? All right. So if I say arr 3 colon 6, I am getting 3, 4, 5. If I change it to 999, okay, if I run that, and if I check my array, okay, see, I have only changed array slice, right? I have only changed the value inside this array slice. So can anyone tell me if it will affect the main array or not? Random guess, because you are going to study this. Will it affect this normal array? Will 3, 4, 5 become 7, 999, 999, 999, or they will remain as it is? Okay. Okay. Now, okay, some of you might think that I have just changed this slice. I haven't changed my array, right? I haven't changed my array. I have just changed this slice. But if now I see here, oh, surprise. Acha, okay, array 1. It will be array 1. Sorry, guys. It will be array 1. And if I run that, see here, my these elements just became 999. They were updated to 999. Why? Because Python has a concept of shallow copy and deep copy. Whenever you are creating an array, or whenever you are taking a slice of this array, so consider this list 1 is your ARR1, okay, and this list 2 is your slice. All right, so it will basically point to the same memory location inside your computer. So any change that you make here will be reflected inside your main array 2. Okay, zoom out this peak. All right, okay, whatever change you will make inside that slice or in that array, it will be reflected in either of them. This technique is known as shallow copy. All right, yes, Harsh is saying stores the reference of the original elements. And one more guy said, yeah, okay, Harsh was only one. Okay, right, he is correct. All right, now what is deep copy? Deep copy is basically you are snatching the data from the list 1 and you are storing it inside an another container. You are creating two different objects. Yes, Mansi, it's something like that. In Python, it is called shallow copy, deep copy. All right, now what if you want to, let's say you have an array arr1 equals to np dot array, and I have 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, and now I want to copy the elements of array 1 to my second array. So instead of doing arr1, okay, I will say arr1 dot copy. This copy function basically it will create a new memory location in your computer. All right, now let's say let's print arr1, okay, and print arr2. Okay, I think I should zoom out a little bit, right? Okay, zooming out a little bit so that you can see the whole context. Okay, now let's say I'm saying arr1 of 0, it is 1, right? I'm changing it to 777, and then I'm printing arr1. All right, 777 arr1 is changed. Let's see arr2. Arr2 remains unchanged. Why? Because you have created a deep copy of that array 1. All right, so interviewer will try to confuse you by giving some examples, but don't be confused. If he has not used copy, okay, then whatever changes he will make in the next second array, it will get reflected in the first array. All right, comfortable now? Okay, if anyone asks you this question, I hope you are now comfortable to tell them the difference between deep copy and shallow copy, right? Okay, okay, great. Okay, now we will move towards slicing a two-dimensional array. Use acha, Harsh is saying copies of nested objects present in the original element. Copies of nested objects. Harsh, it's a question or a full stop? Acha, you put a full stop. Acha, okay, you're saying that. Fine, correct. Okay. Now let's start with slicing of your two-dimensional array. How much time? Acha, our time is up. Let me see. Okay, time is up. Just quickly, I will tell you how to slice. Just it will take 2 minutes. Okay, so that you are comfortable now. Let's say np.array. I'm creating a two-dimensional object. Okay, I'm saying 1 comma 2 comma 3 and 4 comma 5 comma 6. Okay, now my array is a two-dimensional array. All right, if I say arr of 0, okay, I will get my first array, first part. Now if I, from this two-dimensional matrix, if I want to print this 2, all right, if I want to slice only 2, then I will say arr 0 of 1, you will get 2. It's the same thing. Okay, you are doing multi slicing, you can say nested slicing. All right, okay. So this is one part. Second is if I say arr 1 colon, so you will say you will get 4 5 6. Basically you are getting the second element. All right, similar way you can do Now there is another way of writing this thing in NumPy. Okay, here you got if whenever you did ARR 0 1, you got 2, right? Second method is 0 comma 1. This will also give you the same result. All right. Okay. Masira Shahid, the session is over. We are the time is already over. Okay, and we will stop here. Most of the concepts are done. Okay, someone is asking Harsh. Okay, yeah, guys, you can try these things. Okay, you can try all these things. I just wanted to tell you that you can slice a two-dimensional array also. Okay, we just saw how to do that, and mm, let's say you want this 2 3 5 6. Okay, we are ending the session, but can you tell me what should I write to get this 2 3 5 6? Quickly tell me. Random guesses are fine. Come on, quickly. I want this part 2 3 5 6. Okay, if you don't know, it's fine, just try to practice it. All right. Okay. Okay, Omkar is saying 0 colon 1 1 colon 2. All right, let's see 0 colon 1 and 1 colon 2. It gave nothing. All right. Omkar is saying, acha, Mansi is saying, acha, Mansi, you're right. Mansi's answer is correct. Why is this saying this thing? Acha, sorry, my bad. Yeah, this one. It's saying 1 colon 1 colon Mansi said 1 colon comma 1 colon. Okay, that is not working here. ARR is our this array. Guys, try to answer this. Okay, we will see it in next lecture. So someone was asking for assignments, right? I will give you some questions regarding this. So you have this two-dimensional array. Filter out. Okay, I want the result as 1 2 4 5. Okay, second question will be I want the result as 2 3. Third question will be I want result as 2 3 and 5 6. And fourth and last question will be I want the result as 1 3 and 4 6. All right, can you do this? Okay, just try to do it. Okay, if you are confused, if you are not able to solve, we will try it tomorrow. All right. Okay, so you can consider it as some homework, short homework, basically just to practice. Okay, we have some 1 to 3 stuff left, but all those stuff are related to pandas and numpy combination, so we will do it tomorrow. Okay team, we are ending the session now. I am done from my side, and guys, you will get this notebook, so don't worry. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this session, and I hope now you are able to see how numpy works, right? Okay guys, that's it from now. Team, you can